Hi and welcome to Miss Daisy Patterns online tutorials. Today we're going to be taking a look at doing the applique blanket stitch. This applique blanket stitch is done on our Tommy toadstool pattern, which is available on our website, but we use it in lots of other projects, so I thought it would be a good idea just to do a video tutorial first. Now what I generally do is, first of all, I start out with, this is my black embroidery floss thread, okay, and if it wasn't all wound up on me, right, when you get it, it comes with six strands. Now what I do is I cut off the length that I need, which could be, say for example, the length of that, or sometimes I'll actually go from the tip of my finger just to my elbow here. So I cut off the amount that I need and I separate it up, and when I separate it up I have two sets of 3 strands each. So I have 2 sets of 3 strands each, and then I have my embroidery needle. This one has got quite a big eye in it because I want the 3 strands to go through. So first things first, I've already applied these 3 already, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this one. Now I've the circle, which is felt onto cotton. I've it just pinned in place, so as you can see there, it's the felt pinned in place onto the cotton. And to begin with, what I do is I put a small knot at the end of the thread, and I do this by wrapping the bottom of the thread around, grabbing onto the end and pulling. And as you can see there, I have a small knot at the end. Right, now working from the back to the front, right alongside where the pieces meet, I pull it through until the knot catches in the back, and then going in about 1/8 of an inch at that. Okay, in there, pushing through, I grab my thread and I wrap it around and pull up. Okay, so that's your first stitch. Now moving over this way, so I'm working to the left, in, through and around. Again, trying as much as possible to go the same distance across and the same depth in. Wrap around, pull. Wrap around. And when you pull, don't pull too tight. Okay, it's just you're gently easing it into place. Here we go again. Wrap around, pull through. What I'm going to do now is take out the pin, because it doesn't need to be there anymore, as it's held in place, and the felt can be quite sticky when it actually is put against the cotton, so they pretty much hold each other in place. Okay. Now I'm just rotating the material and the circle as I'm working around the piece of felt. Almost there. key to this is, as much as possible, to try to keep your stitches even. But you know, I find that sometimes I don't keep mine as even as I would like, but it adds to the quirkiness of each individual piece. Okay, so when we get to here, I just pop it in the middle, wrap around, and for the very last stitch, what I'm going to do is where I started here in the first stitch, I'm just going to loop into that. I'm going to pick up that piece, loop over into it, do another stitch into it, which will pull that up there. Okay, and then I'm just going to pop back in out the back, and this is what the back of it looks like. And just a couple of quick securing back stitches to hold everything in place. Okay, everything. Now I grab the scissors, snip that off, put that aside. So that's your blanket stitch applique, and that's what the back of it looks like. Okay. Now, if you'd be interested in taking a look at our Tommy toadstool pattern, the link for it will appear here just now. Thank you for taking the time to look at our tutorial today, and happy crafting.